Hi, I'm Nikki, also known as the Broke Entrepreneur, and this is Brokies. I want to say I feel this poem in my back the most, but I don't know if that's fully true or not. When I was younger, I used to fall down the stairs a lot. That's a really random fact, but I was developed enough to have the thought of, if I want something to eat, let me go downstairs and get it. But in my physical body, I was still like 1 or 2, so my feet and my mobility skills didn't align with that idea. I was also told, and I don't know if this is a fact or not because I wasn't sentient at the time, but I was also told that my first word was brownie, and I don't know if that's true, but I do know that I loved brownies as a baby. I was definitely a chubby baby. If we're talking about resolution in the sense of understanding how I feel about this project, or understanding how I feel alongside this project, digesting feelings that you've had years and years ago as an adult is it's very bittersweet. I'll say everything is bittersweet about this project. It's like walking into a room with a child in the middle of it, crying and trying to do something and trying to make something of themselves. The one adult who finally cares comes in and just picks them up and says, "Let's go." And the baby's like, "Where are we going?" And the adult's like, "Man, anywhere but here. Anywhere but here. Tell me where you want to go. Let's go." And so I guess that's the feeling that I have right now with this project, is allowing my inner child to really just talk. For a long time, she wasn't allowed to talk. She didn't even know that she was also a they and all of these different things. So there was a lot of information not filled in, a lot of things that didn't make sense at the time. But when you really take time to digest and understand, just find understanding in the first place, it might not resolve, but you get to move on. You get to keep walking and create new things. Moldy sourdough bread, a fart, I don't know, global warming, a storm in New York. It definitely has a very peculiar scent to it. I'd say something sour, something a little bit pungent. It's not bad though. It's like I don't know why I want to say a coochie sour, but it's just, I'll say that, sour. It smells sour. Well, having to set many things aside as far as who you know and their part of the story and everything like that, and allowing yourself to tell your part of the story. My goal with this project is not to tarnish anyone's reputation or to make something of someone that they aren't. I'm only here to bring up my experience that I've had. If you know me personally, then you'll understand who these figures are, and if you don't know me personally, then you will understand how I felt. And I think that might be a selfish thought to have. It could be perceived that way. We all live in our own worlds, and we get to be selfish in our own worlds because our own worlds revolve around us. I'm not absolving myself, if anybody feels a certain way about it. I guess the most selfish part is just being honest. Mine, because I'm really hard to impress. I'm hard to impress myself. I don't always believe that what I do is impressive in the moment. I could probably come back in 20 years and be like, "Oh yeah, that was pretty impressive. That was actually really cool." But in the moment, and it doesn't feel like that. In the moment, it's like, "Oh, why can't you do this right? Why can't you do this right?" And it's like, it's already being done right. It just, you need to take time away from your creation and allow it to exist outside of you. That can help significantly. It can help you see that what you make is beautiful. Perfection does not exist. Perfection is within the eye of the beholder, as is beauty, as is ugliness, as is everything else. Perfection is really a tough standard to hold yourself to. And so if you feel like this is good in the moment, then it's perfect. And if that's what you perceive perfect as, then sure. As far as approval, I'm working to have my own approval. I think I already have the approval of my partner. That's all that really matters to me right now. So